with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Central Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
That's caught. It's McIntosh. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Flores. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Offense in a bunch formation. Takes a handoff. It's Curtis. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing. And that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice game. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary.
Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Defenses have to be so good with their eye discipline and focus. And as linebackers and DBs, you're watching the offensive line to see if guys are pulling. That could be a tell the misdirection play is coming. And you saw it right there.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Chippewas come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a little room there. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Chippewas come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Flores. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone is on defense. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moses. And he's still running after the move. Speeding down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the point after is good. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Off and running. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Chippewas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The hand to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Finding some room. He's up to 55 yards rushing now as he is within sight of a 2,000-yard rushing season. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Rainey. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy.
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. In the red area, it's Curtis. Got enough space. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that well. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Could be an alley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Chippewas have their offense in high gear. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to throw. It's Flores. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moses.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moses.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Curtis. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Trying to punch it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Powers through the defender.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Maybe a crease. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Central Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Finds his man. It's Moses. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. New set of downs after the completion.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Buffalo taking on the Ball State Cardinals.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I did talk to Sacramento State's head coach coming out of the locker room. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Curtis. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the...
Might have a chance. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Right back to the well. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Complete, left side, Coleman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
If it ain't broke... This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Going to the run, it's Rainey.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the stomping has commenced.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Chippewas offense makes its way out to start the drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Rushes on him.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Chippewas send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He might want another play. Breaks into the open. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Rainey. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. wants to throw it again. Got his man. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Flores. Flips it out to the back. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
That's caught. It's Lewis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Townsend. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He leaves it with his back. Runs through the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Chippewas come to the line needing just inches for the first down. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Using his legs, it's Townsend. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue. Go.
He'll take it himself. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. The Chippewas back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Townsend. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Unloads quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Chippewas have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Doing it himself again. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some...
Maybe some room here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Once he got some room, it was over. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it behind the line. It's Payne. Could not make his way to the corner. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Just complete and utter dominance.